journey back in time, to an era where the Earth's atmosphere supported colossal insect species. Picture a world lush with dense forests and teeming foliage, where the very air was thick with humidity and rich in oxygen. This was a period when dragonflies the size of hawks patrolled the skies, and millipedes as long as cars meandered through the undergrowth, an era before the reign of dinosaurs. In the prehistoric forests, sunlight filtered through the towering ferns and ancient trees, casting a primordial glow on the forest floor. Here, the giant millipede Arthropleura slithered, its segmented body stretching up to 8 feet in length. This incredible creature, with its myriad legs undulating in perfect harmony, was both a predator and prey, navigating the verdant terrain with careful deliberation. The sight of such a behemoth crawling amidst the vegetation would have been both mesmerizing and terrifying. Above, the air buzzed with the flight of Meganeura, an ancient dragonfly with a wingspan reaching more than 2 feet. Imagine the sound of its colossal wings slicing through the air, a low hum that signaled its presence long before it was seen. These aerial giants were adept hunters, snatching smaller insects in mid-flight with precision and power. To witness a Meganeura in action would be to understand the ancient dominion of the skies, a time when these insects ruled with unmatched grace and deadly efficiency. The forest floor was also home to the mighty Pulmonoscorpius, a scorpion as large as a modern cat. Picture its formidable pincers and venomous tail poised and ready to strike, defending its territory against any intruders. The underbrush would have been alive with the scuttling of such creatures, a continuous eerie symphony of motion and life. These scorpions were both fearsome hunters and adept survivors, thriving in an environment that modern insects would find challenging to navigate. Yet it was not just the size of these insects that was remarkable, but their adaptability to the ever-changing prehistoric climate. The Carboniferous period saw high oxygen levels that facilitated their enormous growth, creating an ecological niche where gigantism was not just possible but advantageous. It was a world of intense competition, where size and strength often dictated survival, and these insects rose to the challenge with evolutionary innovations that are still studied with awe today. As we explore this fascinating chapter of Earth's history, the sheer scale and diversity of these ancient giants offer us insights into the evolutionary pathways that shaped our planet's biodiversity. The insect megafauna of the past serves as a reminder of a time when nature's experiments in size and form reached extraordinary heights. So the next time you see a humble dragonfly or a garden scorpion, remember their colossal ancestors that once ruled the earth. Welcome to Insect Giants, the megafauna of the skies, where we explore a time when the air was richer with oxygen and insects grew to sizes that defy modern imagination. Imagine dragonflies with wingspans as wide as an eagle's, and millipedes that stretched longer than a car. It was an era that highlighted nature's raw power and its astonishing capacity for gigantism. During this fascinating period, the Earth's atmosphere was brimming with up to 35% oxygen. This oxygen-rich environment allowed insects to evolve and attain sizes that are unimaginable today. Giant dragonflies, known as Meganeura, soared through the primeval skies with wingspans reaching over 2 feet. These colossal predators were the top aerial hunters of their time, gliding gracefully above dense ancient forests. Terrestrial giants roamed as well. Arthropleura, an immense millipede species, could grow up to 8 feet long. Slithering through the underbrush, these armored behemoths left deep tracks in the damp forest floor, hinting at their dominating presence in the Carboniferous acted as both a defense mechanism, the symbiotic relationship to the extraordinarily supportive the oxygen-abundant world, also provided crucial advantages. Larger insects could transport more oxygen through their bodies via their tracheal systems, promoting efficient muscle function. This physiological edge not only facilitated their survival, but also allowed them to dominate their ecosystems as apex predators and formidable herbivores. However, this golden age of insect gigantism came to a gradual end. Shifts in climate, geological changes, and the eventual decline in atmospheric oxygen levels forced these magnificent giants into oblivion. The emergence of vertebrate predators also played a crucial role in creating a more competitive environment, leading to the extinction of many large insect species. While the reasons are multifaceted, the legacy of these enormous insects is etched in the fossil records. Today, when we look at our much smaller insect companions, It's hard to fathom that their ancestors once ruled the skies and forests with such grandeur. As you dive into the world of insect giants, imagine an Earth where dragonflies were not mere garden visitors but masters of the air. Reflect on the fragile balance of nature that once nurtured these titanic beings. By understanding this prehistoric world, and how it continues to shape the evolution of life into the sheer scope of nature's creativity and adaptability. Over 300 million years ago, during the Carboniferous period, Earth's atmosphere thrived with an abundance of oxygen. Towering plants and dense forests enveloped the landscape, creating a green haven unlike anything seen today. The extraordinary oxygen levels, which reached 35% compared to today's 21%, fostered an environment that significantly impacted both flora and fauna. This heightened oxygen content played a pivotal role in shaping the extraordinary ecosystems of this era. The lush vegetation of the Carboniferous period provided a unique backdrop for life. Massive club mosses, horsetails, and towering ferns dominated the skyline, stretching upwards to form vast swamps and rainforests. These forests were so extensive and prolific that their dense foliage created dark, sheltered environments on the forest floor, where early amphibians thrived. The decaying plant material amassed over the ages, eventually transforming into the vast coal deposits that we rely on today. The elevated oxygen levels had a profound effect on the size and proliferation of the faunal inhabitants. One of the most striking impacts was on insects, leading to the rise of insect megafauna. Dragonflies the size of seagulls soared through the air, while millipedes longer than a human arm slithered through the underbrush. These giant insects flourished in part due to the oodles of oxygen available, which allowed them to efficiently exchange gases through their relatively simple respiratory systems. The aquatic environment of the Carboniferous period also thrived under these conditions. Stagnant waters of expansive swamps were bustling with life, providing habitats for prehistoric fish and early tetrapods, which were transitioning from aquatic to terrestrial environments. Amphibians grew large and diverse, benefiting from both ample oxygen and abundant prey. The interconnectedness of these habitats allowed for a dynamic and rich ecosystem where both plants and animals could thrive. As stratified layers of plant material accumulated and converted into peat and eventually coal, the Carboniferous period laid the foundation for the future. The massive carbon sequestration not only created today's essential fossil fuel reserves, but also had lasting effects on Earth's atmospheric composition. Over time, the balance of gases shifted, leading to the oxygen levels we experience today. However, during the Carboniferous, life thrived in conditions modern ecosystems can barely imagine. The end of the Carboniferous period marked a significant transition in Earth's history. Climate changes and shifts in continental configurations brought an end to the extensive swampy forests, giving way to the Permian period. Yet, the legacy of the Carboniferous remains vast coal beds that serve as a reminder of this ancient green world. By exploring this rich past, we gain insights into the intricate and dynamic systems that have continuously shaped our planet's journey through time. The air is thick with moisture, and the climate is warm and humid, providing perfect conditions for the lush vegetation that would soon spread across the land. As the animation begins, we witness the barren land, devoid of life, waiting to be transformed by the wonders of nature. As the time-lapse progresses, tiny green shoots start to break through the soil, hinting at the incredible growth that is about to unfold. These young ferns and primitive plants, ancestors of the modern foliage we are familiar with, begin to spread their fronds and leaves, filling the air with a sense of new beginnings. The once desolate terrain slowly morphs into a canvas of verdant greens, and life takes root. With each passing frame, the forest thickens. Vivid shades of greens and browns paint the landscape, creating a dense, almost impenetrable forest canopy. Gigantic tree-like plants called lycophytes stand tall, their heights dwarfing anything known in today's forests. Towering over the now flourishing ferns, these ancient trees form the first semblance of Earth's primordial forests. The animation captures their rapid but graceful ascent to the sky, their leaves casting shadows upon the ground below. The sound of growth is almost tangible. You can almost hear the rustling of leaves and the stretching of roots burrowing deeper into the earth. New species emerge and diversify, leading to an ever-evolving ecosystem. Climactic elements such as rainstorms and shifting weather patterns play out in the background, nurturing this booming flora. The sight of mist rolling through the forest adds an ethereal beauty to the scene, underlining the fragile yet resilient nature of this ancient ecosystem. As millions of years pass in mere seconds, the forests spread across vast landmasses, intricate networks of plant life transforming the Earth's atmosphere and laying the foundations for future species. The animation continues to showcase the diversification of plant life, detailing the emergence of different types of vegetation that define this prehistoric period. The ground, once hostile and bare, is now a thriving, interconnected web of life. By the end of the time-lapse, the transformation is complete. The barren landscape has become an abundant, self-sustaining forest, a significant milestone in Earth's evolutionary history. The animation leaves you with a profound sense of awe at nature's capacity for change and growth over eons. Forests, the lungs of our planet, began their journey here, spreading their green legacy across the world and affecting every living organism to come. This visual odyssey reminds us of our deep-rooted connection to the ancient past and the continuous cycle of life. Millions of years ago, the Earth's atmosphere thrived with abundant oxygen levels, setting the stage for extraordinary life forms. In this oxygen-rich world, the simplicity of the respiratory systems in insects and arthropods did not limit their size as it does today. Massive arthropods emerged, their bodies growing to sizes unimaginable in today's world, dominating the skies, forests, and waterways with their grandeur. In the ancient forests, colossal millipedes, some over 8 feet in length, scuttled through the fern-filled underbrush. Towering trees and lush vegetation provided the perfect habitat for these giants, with each segment of their elongated bodies glistening under the dappled sunlight. They were the silent giants of the forest floor, navigating through the dense foliage with ease. Their formidable exoskeletons offered protection and support, allowing them to navigate rough terrain and fend off predators. High above, in the open skies, dragonflies the size of hawks darted gracefully, their colossal wings shimmering in the sunlight. Their expansive wingspans, sometimes exceeding 2 feet, allowed them to maneuver swiftly in pursuit of prey. These aerial titans patrolled the ancient skies, their keen eyesight detecting the slightest movements below, ready to swoop down and capture unsuspecting insects mid-flight. The buzzing of their wings resonated through the air, a reminder of their dominance in the sky. The waterways, too, were ruled by these awe-inspiring creatures. Gigantic sea scorpions prowled the prehistoric waters, their robust pincers capable of delivering ferocious attacks. These aquatic behemoths navigated ancient lakes and rivers with agility, their segmented bodies moving fluidly through the water. Their presence ensured that even the most formidable aquatic creatures steered clear, giving them an unrivaled supremacy in their underwater domain. Such immense arthropods left an indelible mark on Earth's history, their enormous bodies supported effortlessly by the high oxygen levels of the time. Their reign throughout different ecosystems showcased the astonishing diversity of life forms that once thrived. The visual impact of their sheer size and varied habitats demonstrated the adaptability and resilience of arthropods. Their legacy is etched in the fossil record, offering a glimpse into a world where these giants roamed freely, shaping the prehistoric landscape like no other. Today, as we uncover the remnants of these titanic creatures, we marvel at the evolutionary pathways they adopted. Understanding how these arthropods once thrived opens a window into our planet's past, allowing us to appreciate the dynamic and ever-changing nature of life on Earth. The story of these massive arthropods serves as a testament to the power of nature and the remarkable conditions that permitted their existence, inspiring awe and wonder at the incredible history of our world. Imagine a world where dragonflies with wingspans of over 2 feet ruled the skies. This was a reality during the Carboniferous period, when oxygen levels were significantly higher than today. The atmospheric pressure of that era played a crucial role in shaping the size of living organisms, creating giants in the animal kingdom. During this period, the Earth's atmosphere contained about 35% oxygen, compared to the 21% we breathe today. This extra oxygen allowed for the development of larger and more complex organisms. With more oxygen readily available, the cells in these creatures could consume energy more efficiently, supporting larger body sizes and more complex structures. Atmospheric pressure also had a hand in this evolutionary marvel. Higher oxygen levels increased the density of the air, making it easier for organisms to pull in the oxygen they needed to sustain their large bodies. The thicker atmosphere also supported larger flying creatures, as they required less energy to stay aloft in the dense air. Insects, in particular, benefited from this oxygen-rich environment, today's largest insects pale in comparison to their prehistoric counterparts. For instance, the enormous dragonflies from the Carboniferous era could reach wingspans of up to 28 inches. These giant insects thrived because their tracheal respiration system, which relies on direct diffusion of oxygen through their exoskeleton, was much more efficient in an oxygen-rich atmosphere. Similarly, amphibians grew to impressive sizes, such as the 10-foot-long Beelzebufo, a prehistoric frog. Their primitive lungs and their skin, which also absorbed oxygen, worked more effectively in the dense, oxygen-rich atmosphere, allowing them to support larger body structures with ease. Gradually, as oxygen levels decreased, the atmospheric pressure dropped, leading to a decline in the size of living organisms. Modern species adapted to the changing conditions, and the giants of the past gave way to smaller, more adaptable creatures. The drop in oxygen levels may have forced organisms to develop more efficient respiratory and circulatory systems to survive. The study of ancient oxygen levels and their influence on organism size provides fascinating insights into the interplay between atmospheric conditions and biological evolution. Today's diverse ecosystems and the relative sizes of living creatures are direct results of these ancient shifts in the Earth's atmosphere. Learning about these patterns helps scientists understand how current and future changes in our environment could shape the evolution of life on our planet. From gigantic dragonflies to colossal amphibians, the ancient world was a testament to how atmospheric conditions can influence the size and diversity of life. These changes remind us of the delicate balance between our environment and the organisms that inhabit it. By understanding the past, we can better prepare for the future, ensuring that our planet remains a thriving haven for all living beings. In the lush prehistoric forests, where towering ferns brushed the skies and ancient rivers carved their way through the earth, Meganeura soared as the undisputed ruler of the air. With wings spanning up to 5 feet, this colossal insect resembled an immense dragonfly, evoking awe and terror in equal measure. Its translucent wings glistened under the sun. Each beat a powerful thrust that propelled it through the humid, dense air of primordial landscapes. Meganeura's aerial prowess was unparalleled. Visualize a dragonfly the size of a seagull, darting and maneuvering with an astonishing agility that belied its size. Its large, multifaceted eyes scanned its surroundings, detecting even the slightest movement. Insect prey stood little chance. In a swift dive, Meganeura would snatch them mid-flight, its formidable jaws ensuring a quick and efficient kill. Fossil records suggest that Meganeura's diet consisted largely of other insects, making it a critical part of the ecosystem's balance. This remarkable predator thrived during the Carboniferous period over 300 million years ago, when atmospheric oxygen levels were significantly higher than today. The increased oxygen not only supported Meganeura's enormous size, but also influenced its respiratory efficiency, enabling such an extensive wingspan and muscularity. Its size and dominance were a testament to the era's unique environmental conditions, which fostered the evolution of various gigantic arthropods and insects. As the apex aerial predator, Meganeura occupied a niche that entailed both opportunity and peril. Its dominance meant it had few rivals, allowing it to exploit a wide range of prey. However, its large size made it a conspicuous target for terrestrial predators, demanding exceptional awareness and agility to evade attacks. The evolutionary arms race between predator and prey would have been relentless, driving the adaptations that made Meganeura such an extraordinary insect. The eventual decline of Meganeura marks a poignant chapter in the annals of natural history. Changes in climate and a decrease in atmospheric oxygen levels created conditions unsuitable for such large insects. As new species evolved and ecosystems adapted, Meganeura slowly vanished, leaving behind only fossilized remnants to tell its story. These fossils are precious windows into a past world, revealing the incredible diversity and adaptability of life on Earth. Today, the legacy of Meganeura endures as a symbol of prehistoric grandeur and ecological marvel. Its existence challenges our understanding of evolutionary biology, illustrating the profound ways in which environment shapes life. By studying Meganeura and its contemporaries, scientists continue to unravel the intricate tapestry of Earth's history, offering insights that resonate far beyond the ancient skies where this giant once reigned supreme. Imagine a world long before humans, where towering trees stretched skyward and ancient ferns carpeted the earth. In this primordial landscape, an awe-inspiring creature takes to the skies. The Meganeura, With wings spanning more than 2 feet, this dragonfly-like insect glides effortlessly through the humid prehistoric air, casting shadows on the lush greenery below. As the sun pierces through the canopy, the intricate patterns on the Meganeura's wings catch the light, creating a dazzling display of iridescence. Its compound eyes, an array of thousands of tiny lenses, scan the environment with unparalleled precision. The camera skillfully follows the creature, capturing every graceful movement as it maneuvers with astonishing agility. Suddenly, the Meganeura detects the flutter of smaller insects nearby. In a split second, it changes direction, diving with surgical accuracy. The brilliance of its wings blurs into a seamless motion as it closes in on its prey. Each beat of its wings is perfectly captured, illustrating the raw power and elegance of this ancient predator. The smaller insects, perhaps tiny beetles or other prehistoric flyers, scatter in all directions, their desperate attempts to escape rendered futile by the Meganeura's unmatched speed. The camera zooms in, highlighting the moment when the Meganeura's legs, equipped with spiny bristles, ensnare a hapless victim. The predatory insect's jaws open wide, ready for a swift and inevitable capture. As the Meganeura devours its prey, the camera pans out to showcase the stunning prehistoric backdrop, a biodiverse paradise thriving with activity. Mighty conifers loom over a network of streams and ponds, each teeming with life. This glimpse into the past not only unveils the ferocity of the Meganeura, but also offers a snapshot of the intricate balance of the prehistoric ecosystem. As it feeds, the Meganeura's wings continue to buzz, creating a low hum that resonates through the air, signaling its dominance. Other insects give a wide berth, acknowledging the supremacy of this ancient giant. The Meganeura finishes its meal and circles upwards, ready to patrol its territory once more, a vigilant guardian of its domain. In this mesmerizing journey through time, we witness the Meganeura's dance of life and survival, a vivid testament to the wonders of prehistoric nature. The camera pulls back, providing a bird's-eye view of the lush expanse one last time, leaving the audience in awe of the magnificent and fearsome guardian of the primeval skies. In the lush, swampy world of the Carboniferous, amidst towering ferns and colossal horsetails, roamed the Meganeura, a prehistoric giant of the skies. Imagine a creature with a wingspan stretching nearly 3 feet, its membranous wings fluttering with power and agility. The Meganeura's wings were incredibly strong, honed by evolution to endure long flights, effortlessly navigating through the dense, humid air of its primordial home, where every flap resonated with the thrum of life itself. Unlike their modern dragonfly descendants, the Meganeura boasted an adaptation that made them supreme aerial hunters. The Carboniferous period gifted this ancient insect with an oxygen-rich atmosphere, nearly twice the levels of today's world. This abundance of oxygen allowed the Meganeura to develop an efficient respiratory system, which in turn powered their muscular wings. Through a network of tracheal tubes, oxygen surged directly to their tissues, sustaining their formidable endurance and enabling prolonged flights across the vast Carboniferous landscape. The Meganeura's ability to remain airborne for extended periods radically influenced its predatory lifestyle. These ancient insects were not merely passive drifters but apex sky predators. With their hawkish vision and precise maneuverability, they scanned the underbrush and clarified waters below for prey. Their diet likely consisted of smaller insects and amphibians, which fell victim to their swift predatory strikes. The strong wings facilitated rapid ascent and descent, making the Meganeura a relentless hunter in a world teeming with potential prey. In addition to their impressive hunting prowess, the Meganeura's flight capabilities played a crucial role in their reproductive strategies. The vast expanses of the Carboniferous terrain demanded efficient travel over long distances to locate mates and suitable breeding grounds. Males showcasing robust flight patterns and endurance would have been particularly attractive to females, ensuring the continuation of their lineage. The ability to embark on long flights not only aided in evasion from predators, but also secured the survival and proliferation of the species. The abundant oxygen levels and the Meganeura's resultant adaptations paint a vivid picture of an era where the sky was dominated by these majestic insects. Their extraordinary wings, a marvel of natural engineering, enabled them to rule the Carboniferous skies. The Meganeura's legacy as the largest known flying insect remains a testament to the diverse and incredible evolutionary paths life on Earth has taken. As we peer back into this ancient time, we are reminded of the intricate balances and adaptations that have shaped the history of life on our planet. Imagine a massive dragonfly, its wings spanning nearly 3 feet gliding through the ancient forests. This is Meganeura, a prehistoric insect that dominated the skies over 300 million years ago. In our CGI examination, we dive deep into the intricacies of its anatomy, focusing on its wings, respiratory system, and vision, with expert commentary illuminating the mysteries of this colossal creature. The wings of Meganeura were its most striking feature. Expertly captured in CGI, these wings were not only large but also incredibly efficient. Stretching out in a delicate yet robust cross-section, they reveal an intricate network of veins that provided strength without sacrificing agility. Experts explain that the veins acted like the spokes of a bicycle wheel, redistributing pressure and allowing Meganeura to maneuver through the dense foliage with precision. The aerodynamic properties of the wings, combined with their sheer size, gave Meganeura unparalleled flight capabilities, making it a formidable predator. Next, we delve into Meganeura's respiratory system. Unlike today's insects, which rely on a system of tracheae and spiracles, Meganeura had an even more advanced mechanism to support its enormous size. Through CGI, viewers can see how air flowed through an extensive system of air sacs and tubes. Our experts highlight that the high oxygen levels in the prehistoric atmosphere played a crucial role in sustaining such a giant. By visualizing the rhythmic expansion and contraction of these sacs, we can appreciate the efficient oxygen distribution that powered its mighty wings and rapid metabolism. Meganeura's vision was equally impressive and crucial for its survival as an apex aerial predator. Utilizing advanced CGI, we reconstruct its compound eyes, which were composed of thousands of tiny lenses. These multifaceted eyes provided a panoramic view, allowing Meganeura to detect the slightest movements from great distances. Experts provide insights into how this sophisticated visual system enabled precise targeting of prey mid-flight, contributing to its dominance in the Carboniferous skies. They also speculate on the neural processing power required to interpret such a vast influx of visual data, making Meganeura's brain a marvel of prehistoric engineering. Through our CGI dissection, the ancient titan Meganeura comes to life, revealing the marvels of its anatomical adaptations. Experts' commentary enriches our understanding of how these features worked in tandem, showcasing a masterpiece of evolutionary innovation. As we piece together the fragments of its existence, we gain a newfound respect for the complexity and beauty of life that once soared above the primordial earth. In the lush prehistoric landscapes, Meganeura, giant dragonflies with wingspans over 2 feet, soared majestically through the skies. Unlike modern insects, their immense size was a marvel, made possible by the unique environmental conditions of their era. The atmosphere during the Carboniferous period, approximately 300 million years ago, had much higher oxygen levels than today's air, which fueled their extraordinary growth. These impressive insects thrived in expansive swampy forests teeming with lush vegetation. The dense canopy of towering ferns and early conifers provided a diverse habitat abundant with smaller insects and other prey. Meganeura dominated the aerial strata of this ecosystem, leveraging their keen eyesight and powerful flight to hunt. Their massive wings beat rhythmically, slicing through the humid air as they patrolled their territories. Predatory by nature, Meganeura played a crucial role in maintaining the balance within their ecosystem. Their diet consisted primarily of other insects, which they captured with their formidable mandibles. This predation helped control the population of smaller insects, thus keeping the ecosystem in check and preventing overpopulation of any single species. Beyond their role as top aerial predators, Meganeura likely influenced the behavior and evolution of other creatures in their environment. Smaller insects and even amphibians would have evolved various defensive strategies to avoid becoming prey, adding a dynamic aspect to the interactions within the ancient ecosystems. The presence of such large and agile predators may have driven evolutionary adaptations in both flora and fauna. The wetlands and lush forests that Meganeura inhabited were part of intricate and interdependent ecological webs. These giant insects contributed to the pollination of early plants, although to what extent remains a topic of scientific inquiry. The interconnected nature of their ecosystem meant that Meganeura's existence was symbiotic with their environment, each benefiting and supporting the other in unseen ways. As the Carboniferous period gave way to the Permian, changes in the climate and atmospheric oxygen levels marked the decline of these giant insects. Fossil evidence suggests that as oxygen levels dropped, so so too did the maximum size of terrestrial arthropods. Despite their eventual disappearance, the legacy of Meganeura remains etched in the prehistoric rock records, giving us a glimpse into an ancient world where giant dragonflies once ruled the skies. In studying Meganeura and their ecosystems, researchers gain valuable insights into the deep connections between ancient life forms and their environments. These insights not only enhance our understanding of the past, but also underscore the importance of maintaining balanced and healthy ecosystems today. The story of Meganeura serves as a testament to the intricate and wondrous tapestry of life's history on Earth. In the ancient landscapes of the Carboniferous period, Meganeura reigned supreme over not just the skies, but entire ecosystems. These gigantic dragonfly-like insects with wingspans stretching over 2 feet were the apex aerial predators of their time. Unlike today's relatively small dragonflies, Meganeura were formidable hunters ruling forest canopies and open skies alike. The lush forests of the Carboniferous period were teeming with life. Swamps, marshes, and dense vegetation created a thriving habitat for a diverse range of flora and fauna. Towering trees, ferns, and horsetails dominated the landscape, creating a verdant paradise. Amidst this green labyrinth, a bustling food web flourished, feeding amphibians, early reptiles, and a staggering variety of insects, among which Meganeura stood out. These immense insects were not merely passive inhabitants. They were active hunters. Their massive size gave them an edge in both movement and hunting prowess. Meganeura's keen eyesight allowed them to spot prey from a distance, honing in on small insects, amphibians, and even early vertebrates with remarkable precision. With a few powerful beats of their expansive wings, they could swoop down and snatch their prey in swift, lethal strikes. In this intricate ecosystem, Meganeura played a crucial role. As apex predators, they naturally controlled the population of smaller insect species, maintaining a balance within the food chain. Their presence directly influenced the behavior and evolution of other species. Smaller insects evolved camouflage and defensive mechanisms, while larger creatures adapted to evade these aerial giants. The reign of Meganeura set a precedent for the evolution of aerial predation strategies seen in later eras. Despite the dominance of Meganeura, the Carboniferous ecosystem was a complex and interconnected web. Beneath the towering trees, early amphibians hopped through muddy waters while primitive reptiles basked on sun-drenched rocks. This dynamic interplay between various species created a rich tapestry of life, with each organism contributing to the thriving ecosystem. The predator-prey interactions were intricate dances of survival, each species adapting to the ever-changing environment. However, the dominance of Meganeura was not eternal. As the Carboniferous period gave way to the Permian, climatic shifts and environmental changes challenged these enormous insects. Oxygen levels in the atmosphere began to decline, and with it, the ability for such large-bodied insects to sustain themselves. Meganeura, along with many other giant insect species, eventually fell prey to these drastic changes, paving the way for new forms of life to emerge. The legacy of Meganeura endures as a testament to the incredible diversity and adaptability of prehistoric life. Even as they vanished, their reign over the ancient skies left an indelible mark on the history of life on Earth. Studying creatures like Meganeura not only illuminates the complexity of past ecosystems, but also underscores the ever-evolving nature of life.
In the distant past, vast landscapes were home to megafauna that roamed freely. Creatures of colossal size dominated the earth, skies, and waters, forming an intricate and vibrant web of life. These megafauna species coexisted in a delicate balance, each playing a critical role in their ecosystems. Towering trees reached for the sky, their branches teeming with life, while underfoot, a myriad of smaller organisms thrived in the fertile soil. Among the terrestrial giants, early amphibians held a unique and significant place. Emerging from their aquatic origins, these pioneers of land-dwelling vertebrates took their first tentative steps onto the ancient continents. Possessing both lungs and gills, amphibians navigated the dual realms of water and land, their moist skin glistening under the warm prehistoric sun. These early amphibians showcased remarkable adaptations that enabled them to exploit new ecological niches. However, the journey above ground was fraught with peril. Megafauna, with their considerable size and predatory prowess, pose significant threats to the survival of these early amphibians. Large aerial hunters, with wingspans that cast formidable shadows, patrolled the skies in search of their next meal. With sharp talons and keen eyes, they could spot the slightest movements below, sending early amphibians scurrying for cover amidst the underbrush. Despite the omnipresent dangers, Amphibians exhibited a resilience that allowed them to persevere. Their life cycles, intricately tied to water, provided them temporary refuge from terrestrial predators. In the cool, damp surroundings of ancient wetlands, amphibians laid clusters of eggs that would eventually hatch into aquatic larvae. Here, they swam amidst reeds and lilies, away from the immediate reach of predatory beasts. Over time, they would metamorphose, growing legs and lungs, preparing for the hazardous transition back to land. The evolutionary dance between predator and prey spurred countless adaptations. Amphibians developed camouflage, their mottled skins blending seamlessly with the forest floors and aquatic environments. Some grew toxic glands, secreting lethal substances that deterred potential predators. Such survival mechanisms not only ensured their continued existence, but also contributed to the richness of ancient ecosystems. These adaptations highlighted the dynamic interplay that shaped the evolutionary paths of all creatures involved. Ultimately, the early amphibians and their interactions with megafauna underscore the complex and interwoven fabric of prehistoric life. These pioneering vertebrates, while seemingly vulnerable, played essential roles within their habitats. Their legacy continues to influence contemporary ecosystems, serving as a testament to the enduring power of adaptation and survival in the face of overwhelming odds. The echoes of their existence still resonate in the intricate tapestry of life we witness today. Not all giants ruled the skies. During the Carboniferous period, a time long before humans walked the earth, the dense forests were home to an astonishing creature. Among the towering trees and thick underbrush, Arthropleura, a millipede-like arthropod, roamed the forest floor. This immense invertebrate, growing up to 8 feet long, was the largest known land invertebrate to have ever existed. Picture the colossal Arthropleura navigating the forest, its segmented body undulating as it moved. The forest teemed with lush vegetation and thick layers of fallen leaves, creating an ideal habitat for this giant. The air was rich with oxygen, a factor that contributed to the massive size of arthropods in this era. Arthropleura's presence would have been both formidable and awe-inspiring, as its long armored body wound its way through the landscape. Arthropleura's size provided both advantages and challenges. On one hand, its enormous stature deterred potential predators, making it a dominant force on the forest floor. On the other hand, maintaining such a large body required significant resources. The abundant plant life of the Carboniferous forest provided ample food, with Arthropleura likely feasting on decaying plant material, contributing to the decomposition process and nutrient cycling within the ecosystem. The forest was a living tapestry of life, with Arthropleura only one of many unique inhabitants. This period saw the rise of diverse plant species, including giant ferns, horsetails, and seed ferns that created a dense canopy. These plants, along with the high oxygen levels, fostered an environment where invertebrates could reach astonishing sizes. Small amphibians and early reptiles also shared this world, creating a dynamic ecosystem where giant invertebrates like Arthropleura played a crucial role. As Arthropleura moved through the forest, it left a significant impact on its environment. Its large size likely influenced the structure of the forest floor, creating pathways and altering the distribution of plant material. These changes would have had cascading effects throughout the ecosystem, affecting the habitats and behaviors of other organisms. In this sense, Arthropleura was not just a passive resident, but an active shaper of its environment. The remains of Arthropleura, found in fossil beds across regions. These fossils are a reminder of the incredible diversity of life that has existed on Earth and the ever-changing nature of our planet's ecosystems. They showcase how powerful and diverse natural evolution can be, giving us a deeper understanding of the past and the creatures that once walked this Earth. In the lush prehistoric forests of the late Carboniferous period, a giant among invertebrates roamed the undergrowth. Arthropleura, a colossal millipede-like creature stretched up to 2.5 meters in length, making it the largest known land invertebrate in Earth's history. Its sheer size and armored body segments likely evoked fear, yet beneath its formidable appearance lay a gentle giant. Contrary to our first impression of Arthropleura as a predatory beast, evidence suggests that it led a rather peaceful existence. This massive invertebrate was likely an herbivore, feeding on the abundant, decaying plant matter that carpeted the forest floor. During its time, lush, fern-dominated landscapes were spread across the land, providing a plentiful feast for this creature to thrive upon. The diet of Arthropleura mainly consisted of decomposing plant material, such as ancient ferns and horsetails. This decaying vegetation played a crucial role in the creature's diet, allowing it to sustain its gigantic size. With its powerful mandibles, it likely shredded through thick plant debris with ease, contributing significantly to the decomposition process that enriched the forest soil. Interestingly, the forest floor of the Carboniferous period was an extremely rich and dynamic environment. It was laden with fallen leaves, rotting wood, and a variety of decaying plant matter. The abundance of nutrients in this environment not only sustained Arthropleura, but also supported a myriad of other organisms, creating a complex ecosystem where each species played a role in maintaining the balance. The sheer size of Arthropleura may have served as a deterrent to potential predators. Though it lacked the threatening demeanor of modern-day carnivores, its size alone would have been enough to dissuade most attacks. Its segmented body was covered with thick exoskeletal plates, providing additional protection against the occasional threat. This physical defense mechanism allowed it to navigate the dense undergrowth without much fear. Besides offering an impressive display of nature's possibilities, the existence of Arthropleura also gives us valuable insights into the ecosystems of the past. Understanding its role as a decomposer helps paleontologists reconstruct the ancient Carboniferous forests. These forests were critical in shaping our planet's history, contributing to the formation of vast coal beds that have fueled human industry for centuries. Despite its seemingly intimidating presence, Arthropleura embodied the delicate balance of its prehistoric ecosystem. By consuming decaying plant matter, it played a pivotal role in nutrient cycling, fostering the lush vegetation that defined its era. This colossal millipede was not a fearsome predator, but rather a gentle giant, reminding us that appearances can be deceiving in the intricate web of life. Have you ever wondered why modern insects remain relatively small, while prehistoric ones grew to be giants? The answer lies in the ancient atmosphere. Millions of years ago, the Earth's atmosphere had much higher oxygen levels, providing the necessary conditions for insects to grow to extraordinary sizes. During the Carboniferous period, roughly 300 million years ago, oxygen levels soared to around 35% compared to today's 21%. This rich oxygen environment allowed insects like dragonflies with wingspans exceeding 2 feet to thrive. The abundance of oxygen facilitated greater diffusion into their bodies, supporting larger muscle mass and enabling them to sustain their imposing structures. The tracheal system in insects, responsible for transporting oxygen directly to their tissues, was more efficient with higher oxygen levels. It negated the limitations posed by the diffusion of gases in larger bodies. As a result, insects could grow larger without experiencing respiratory constraints, giving rise to the oversized creatures seen in the fossil record. However, as geological epochs passed, a series of climatic and environmental shifts led to fluctuating oxygen levels. Volcanic activity, plant evolution, and other ecological factors contributed to a gradual reduction in atmospheric oxygen. By the time the Mesozoic era arrived, oxygen levels had diminished, leading to a significant decline in insect size. This decrease in oxygen availability imposed new limitations on the growth of insects. While the tracheal system remained effective for smaller bodies, it struggled to support the same efficiency in larger ones. The declining oxygen levels essentially capped the maximum size that insects could achieve, resulting in the smaller, more familiar insects we encounter today. Modern research also illustrates how current oxygen levels affect insect development. Experiments have shown that rearing insects in hyperoxic environments can lead to size increases, albeit not to prehistoric proportions. These findings underscore the pivotal role that oxygen concentration plays in governing insect physiology and growth patterns. As we delve into the past, we discover a world where colossal insects once roamed, their size a testament to the oxygen-rich atmosphere they inhabited. The decline in oxygen over millennia acted as a natural evolutionary filter, shaping the small but resilient forms of contemporary insects. This fascinating interplay between atmospheric conditions and biological adaptation continues to intrigue scientists, providing insights into the intricate mechanisms of life on Earth. In essence, the changing atmosphere of our planet has been a critical determinant in the evolutionary trajectory of insects. The mighty arthropods of ancient times serve as a reminder of how environmental factors can dictate the physical possibilities of life. Understanding this relationship between oxygen levels and organism size deepens our appreciation of the delicate balance that sustains the biodiversity we see today. The preservation of fossils offers an extraordinary glimpse into the past, allowing scientists to piece together the life stories of prehistoric creatures. These remnants, often buried for millions of years, provide invaluable clues about the ancient world. By meticulously examining the structure of these fossils, researchers can decipher how these organisms once lived. Tiny details, such as the wear on teeth or the shape of a bone, reveal their diets and hunting practices. For instance, a detailed examination of a dinosaur's jaw can indicate whether it was a fierce predator or a gentle herbivore. Further analysis of fossilized remains sheds light on survival strategies in harsh prehistoric environments. The discovery of thick-skinned armor, or formidable claws, suggests defense mechanisms against predators. Moreover, trace fossils like footprints and nests offer insights into their behavioral patterns, social structures, and even nurturing habits. Through comparative anatomy, scientists can draw parallels between extinct species and modern animals, enhancing our understanding of evolutionary biology. Studying the similarities and differences in skeletal structures helps map out the evolutionary tree, illustrating how species have adapted over millennia to changing conditions. Paleontologists also utilize advanced technology, such as CT scans and 3D modeling, to investigate fossils without damaging them. These techniques allow for a more detailed and accurate reconstruction of ancient organisms. By digitally piecing together fragmented fossils, researchers can visualize these creatures in their full glory, understanding their form and functionality. The fossil record is not just a catalog of individual organisms, but a complex tapestry of entire ecosystems. By studying the coexistence of different species, from towering dinosaurs to tiny insects, scientists can infer the dynamics of these ancient communities. Fossilized plants, pollen, and spores also contribute to this picture, revealing the climatic conditions and habitats that once flourished. Discovering fossils often involves a combination of fieldwork and serendipity. Paleontologists comb through remote landscapes, from deserts to frozen tundras, in search of these hidden treasures. Each finding is meticulously documented and analyzed, adding another piece to the gigantic puzzle of Earth's history. Despite the challenges, the pursuit of understanding ancient life through fossils is relentless and rewarding. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding how life on Earth has evolved and adapted. As we uncover more fossils, the picture of prehistoric life becomes ever more vivid, portraying a world that, while long gone, continues to captivate and inform us today. The preservation of fossils is a window into a world long gone. As if time has stood still, these remnants of ancient creatures allow us to delve into the past and piece together the intricacies of their existence. Through meticulous examination, the very bones, teeth, and occasionally soft tissues encased in rock reveal secrets of survival, adaptation, and extinction. When we study the structure of these fossils, we are not merely looking at bones. We are witnessing the blueprints of life that once roamed the earth. From the jagged teeth of a fearsome predator to the delicate wings of ancient insects, each fossil tells a unique story. By comparing these structures to modern animals, scientists can deduce the diets, behaviors, and even social structures of these prehistoric beings. For example, the formidable Tyrannosaurus rex, with its massive jaws and serrated teeth, is clearly a carnivore. But further analysis of bite marks on its prey's bones and the wear patterns on its teeth can reveal its hunting strategies and whether it was a solitary hunter or a pack animal. The shapes and sizes of various fossils provide clues about the environment in which these creatures lived, whether it was a dense forest, a sprawling savanna, or a murky swamp. However, the story doesn't end with a single fossil. Entire ecosystems can be reconstructed by examining the fossilized plants, pollen, and other organisms found alongside the animal remains. These plant fossils can indicate the climate, whether it was a tropical rainforest or a barren desert. The interplay of these elements builds a more comprehensive picture of ancient habitats. Moreover, the study of fossils extends to understanding the evolutionary processes over millions of years. Transitional fossils, those that exhibit traits common to both ancestral and derived species, highlight crucial evolutionary milestones. This can reveal how certain features, like the wings of birds or the long necks of sauropods, developed over time and contributed to their survival. The preservation and study of fossils are not merely academic exercises. They ignite the imagination, providing a tangible connection to a time when giant lizards ruled the land and primordial seas teemed with unusual life forms. Each discovery adds a chapter to a story still being written, reminding us of the ever-changing and dynamic nature of life on Earth. In understanding their world, we gain insight into our own origins and the ongoing dance of life and extinction. Ultimately, fossils are more than just rocks. They are whispers of the past, preserved across eons. They tell us about resilience, adaptation, and the fragility of life. As we uncover these ancient secrets, we not only honor the past, but also equip ourselves with knowledge to better understand the present and future of life on our planet. Though the giants of the past have long vanished, their legacy lives on in the insects we see today. Imagine massive dragonflies with wingspans as wide as an eagle's, or millipedes the length of a human arm. These ancient titans ruled the skies and forests during prehistoric times, leaving behind a legacy that continues to buzz and crawl in our modern world. Dragonflies have a lineage that traces back 300 million years. Their ancestors once the apex predators of the skies. Today's dragonflies, though smaller, still display the formidable agility and hunting prowess of their ancestors. Watching a dragonfly dart over a pond, you can almost see the shadows of its gigantic predecessors soaring through the primeval air. Millipedes, too, have a long and storied history. Some of the earliest land animals, ancient millipedes grew to lengths of several feet. The sight of a modern millipede curling gracefully over leaves and soil is a mere whisper of the colossal creatures that once thrived on Earth. Their segmented bodies and resilient exoskeletons are a testament to their successful adaptation and survival over millennia. Countless other insect species owe their existence to these prehistoric giants. Cockroaches, ants, beetles. They all share a common ancestry with the mega insects of the past. Each tiny creature you encounter bears some trace of its gigantic forebears, whether it's in their hardiness, social structures, or survival strategies. It's a reminder of how evolution molds and transforms life over vast periods of time. The resilience and adaptability of these insects are nothing short of remarkable. They've survived mass extinctions, climate changes, and the rise and fall of continents. The world today is vastly different from what it once was. Yet insects have managed to thrive, continually evolving to meet new challenges. Their endurance highlights a symbiotic relationship between past and present, connecting us to ancient ecosystems and the extraordinary creatures that inhabited them. In understanding this legacy, we also gain insights into our own place within the web of life. The persistence of these insects underscores the importance of biodiversity and the intricate connections that sustain ecosystems. By studying and appreciating these small survivors, we honor the memory of the giants that once roamed the earth and recognize the profound impact they had on the development of life as we know it. Next time you see a dragonfly flitting through the air or a millipede winding its way through the undergrowth, take a moment to appreciate their ancient heritage. They are living relics of a forgotten era, tiny yet mighty emblems of life's enduring legacy. From the giants that once ruled the skies and forests to the humble insects we encounter every day, the story of life on Earth is a story of adaptation, survival, and evolution. Life's journey through time showcases the remarkable diversity that arises from the relentless push to survive in ever-changing environments. Each species has carved out its niche, a testament to the ingenuity of nature. In ancient times, imposing creatures like dinosaurs dominated the planet. These magnificent reptiles, ranging from the colossal, long-necked sauropods to the formidable predators like Tyrannosaurus rex, roamed freely and shaped entire ecosystems. Their reign, however, was not eternal. Catastrophic events, including asteroid impacts and drastic climatic shifts, led to mass extinctions that wiped out these giants, paving the way for new life forms to emerge. As the giants faded, mammals began their ascent, evolving into diverse forms suited for land, sea, and air. From the woolly mammoths of the Ice Age to the nimble saber-toothed cats, mammals adapted to fill the void left by their predecessors. Birds, the descendants of small dinosaurs, took to the skies, their evolution marked by feathers and avian characteristics that allowed them to thrive in different environments. In the microscopic world, single-celled organisms embarked on an evolutionary journey that would lead to complex multicellular life. Over billions of years, bacteria evolved into more complex forms, eventually giving rise to plants, fungi, and animals. These early life forms laid the groundwork for the incredible biodiversity we see today. Amidst this grand tapestry, insects quietly emerged as one of the most resilient and versatile groups of organisms. They adapted to different ecological niches, with some developing wings to conquer the skies, while others burrowed into the earth. Their ability to evolve rapidly gave rise to a staggering variety of forms, from the iridescent beauty of dragonflies to the industrious nature of ants. Human beings, too, are a product of this relentless evolutionary process. Our ancestors adapted to survive harsh climates and predatory threats, developing intelligence, social structures, and tools that set us apart. The story of human evolution is one of ingenuity and resilience, mirroring the evolutionary successes that came before us. The story of life on Earth is a continuous cycle of adaptation and transformation. Each species, whether a towering dinosaur or a tiny insect, has played a part in shaping the world as we know it. By understanding this journey, we gain a greater appreciation for the complexity and beauty of life, and the unwavering drive to survive and thrive.
The air is thick with moisture, and the climate is warm and humid, providing perfect conditions for the lush vegetation that would soon spread. As the animation begins, we witness the barren land, devoid of life, waiting to be transformed by the wonders of nature. As the time-lapse progresses, tiny green shoots start to break through the soil, hinting at the incredible growth that is about to unfold. These young ferns and primitive plants, ancestors of the modern foliage we are familiar with, begin to spread their fronds and leaves, the once desolate filling the air with a sense of new canvas each passing frame the forest and life takes root. Vivid shades of greens and browns paint the landscape, creating a dense, almost impenetrable forest canopy. Gigantic tree-like plants called lycophytes stand tall, their heights dwarfing anything known in today's forests. Towering over the now flourishing ferns, these ancient trees form the first semblance of Earth's primordial forests. The animation captures their rapid but graceful ascent to the sound of growth is almost tangible, casting shadows upon the ground below. You can almost hear the rustling of leaves and the stretching of roots burrowing deeper into the earth. New species emerge and diversify, leading to an ever-evolving ecosystem. Climactic elements such as rainstorms and shifting weather patterns play out in the background, nurturing this booming flora. The sight of mist rolling through the forest adds an ethereal beauty to the scene, underlining the fragile yet resilient nature of this ancient ecosystem. As millions of years pass in mere seconds, the forests spread across vast land masses, intricate networks of plant life transforming the Earth's atmosphere. The animation continues to showcase the diversification of plant life, detailing the emergence of once hostile vegetation now a thriving, defined by the end of the time lapse. The transformation is complete. The barren landscape has become an abundant, self-sustaining forest, a significant milestone in Earth's evolutionary history with a profound sense of awe at nature's capacity for change and growth over eons. Forests, the lungs of our planet, began their journey here, spreading their green legacy across the world, reminds us of every living connection to the ancient past and the continuous cycle of life.